I was going to not to eat, and I go to live and I'm going to do my story. I'm Cassie. I have like.
Hi, my name is Cassandra, but I'm better known as Cassie. Before I tell you all the drama in my life, please like and subscribe. I was 8, going on 9, the first time I got diamonds jewelry. I was 11 the first time I got my own Bugatti, with a driver of course. And I was 12 when I found out people hated my dad because he was a filthy rich oil tycoon. One time, I just reached school with my dad when some angry protesters surrounded our car. The rich are too rich! More money to the people! I was quite scared, and Dad looked freaked out as the driver quickly drove away. And the next day, Dad told me he was pulling me out of school. What? Why?
Those protesters knew the school you attended, Cassie. I can't stand the thought of you being hurt in any way. Please, I'm doing this for your safety. You're the most important person in the world to me.
I knew he was looking out for me, but I hated that I'd suddenly become a prisoner in my home. And being homeschooled was so boring. I was always trying to come up with new pranks to torture my tutors and bodyguards and make them quit. Yeah, I wasn't always the nicest, but when you're stuck at home, you gotta find ways to entertain yourself, right? Once when I was 16, I heard the servants talking about a carnival near our mansion. So I planned days in advance to sneak out one evening, and I was having the time of my life there. But just as I was chatting away with a friendly young clown, he suddenly got tackled to the ground by my freaking guards. And right behind them was Dad. How did you know where I was?
I've got a tracker on your phone, obviously. What are you doing here, and who's this clown?
Oh, you want to know who this clown is? He's my boyfriend. Yeah, I met him online on dataclown.com, and he's sweet and of course funny. And I'm madly in love with him. And what am I doing here, you ask? I was planning on running away with him tonight, duh.
She's crazy. I don't even know who she is. Let me go.
I was grounded for a month. Yeah, whatever that meant. I was already grounded for eternity. Well, now Dad took my phone away too. I just said all that rubbish about running away because I was so mad at him. But some weeks later, Dad was diagnosed with a heart condition, and the doctors told him to rest more and avoid stress. And I backed down with my rebellion. Because of course, I didn't want to make things worse. Luckily, I met Kian soon. He was the gardener's son who sometimes filled in for his dad, and I was always ready for those days with my binoculars. But I was leaning out of my window too far, and I accidentally dropped them. He caught me red-handed. I lied that I was watching a mosquito. He pretended to believe me, and we became friends. And soon enough, we were much more than friends. We would meet secretly all over the mansion. Of course, I couldn't tell Dad. I knew he trusted no one to get close to me and would probably fire Kian, and I couldn't bear that. Life was finally looking up till one day I heard voices in the living room and walked in to find Dad with James. James was Dad's friend's son and my arch nemesis. He was a couple of years older than me, and we'd never gotten along as kids. No one had been happier than me when he'd gone away to boarding school. Yeah, he was cuter now, but I was sure he was still a turd.
Cassie, come say hi to James. He's starting as an intern at my company from Monday.
Yeah. Hi, James. How you been? Don't really care. And how come you've never asked me, Dad?
Well, we were just discussing your tutor's reports, Cassie, and you've really got to step it up if you plan on taking over your father's company one day. He's built it by working very hard, and it should go into capable, responsible hands.
Oh, and would those hands be yours? And why were you discussing my reports? Dad, I want to start as an intern on Sunday.
No one works on the weekend, honey.
Well, fine, Monday then. Arrange my bodyguards, roll out the red carpet, bring out the helicopter. Cassie is coming to the office. I'd never taken much interest in Dad's company before, but I had to now because James was totally sucking up to Dad, pretending to be super interested in everything, staying extra hours to do research, and giving ideas that Dad loved. I even tried stepping up once by making a presentation for a project proposal, but James suggested one tiny change to it, and Dad told him he was brilliant. It was like I was invisible around James. And then a week later, things got worse. Dad threw a huge party, and I was really surprised to see so many people around my age and not the usual boring old guests he invited.
Cassie, meet Esteban. His father's in the diamond trade. Oh, and this is Ahmed. He's third in line to the Moroccan throne.